Alrighty, welcome back to the Tuesday show. This guy has exited, or is about to exit. Nice.
Well, actually, you know what? I shouldn't do that. I should do it like this.
Just have him like walk away. Oh, that's funnier actually. Oh, he went very far away. I managed to teleport here in time after ESL.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Steven could not.
Yeah, actually, I could. We could probably slide over a little bit. You know what? Forget it. It's okay.
It's okay. I'm very comfortable where I am.
Yeah, I know exactly. So, all right.
So Ed in Street Fighter V, he is out in the beta, CFN beta that you can play on PS4 or on PC.
And on PC, they have mods where they've swapped him with Nash, I think it was, so people can use him in training mode.
Okay.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what people have been doing. That's how people have been labbing him, basically,
that's
on the
really
PC.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's very smart. I also have seen that people have labbed him so that he like doesn't look emo. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or not labbed, they've
modified his
yeah.
graphics. Yeah.
So anyway, Steve, have you played him at all?
No, I haven't. I thought the beta was actually down. Is it still up?
It's down now.
I haven't played it.
Yes, I think it's down now.
It's done now. Yeah.
No, I didn't get to play him, but he looked cool from what I saw. I heard everybody like change up their opinions because everybody like, oh, that character looks stupid at first, but blah blah blah. And then they were like, hey, this Ed guy's pretty cool, and I'm like, oh my god. So I think he looks cool.
I like what I've seen so far. So far, I've seen a lot of different kinds of styles. The one that stood out to me the most was Punko, because he basically was just obsessed with V-Trigger. Like, he would just activate V-Trigger and just dash past it. And you couldn't hit him because it wouldn't go away. And then he would throw you, or EX invincible, or like, and then he would tap you and let the thing touch you once and then dash you forward again. And so he was being really aggressive with it, and it was really kind of neat.
Okay.
I really liked the way that
sounds cool.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
Punko was playing him really aggressive, and I really liked the way that was playing it. From what I had seen from just other players in the U.S., they were saying like Eduardo seemed to have the best Ed. I mean, I don't know if that was fate or something like that, but you know.
Yeah. Kind of like DiCaprio stuff, I suppose. I feel like he's a confusing character. I'm not really sure what to do with him other than that. I feel like his combos don't work in ways that I might expect. Like, not really at range is where I might expect.
So a lot of people were complaining about.
Yeah.
Logan was complaining about that, and Flo agreed with all of his stuff. So.
Yeah, so kind of weird, but I don't know. We'll see. It seems to me like they have intentionally released characters without them being or like likely to be top tier.
Yeah.
You know, like going back to season 1, I feel like it was the same way. And now some of those got buffs, right? Yurin, Ibuki and stuff, but and Guile as well. But when they launched, nobody thought like this is the best character. Right? So. That's what I'd expect for Ed, but at the same time, stuff didn't really seem to work how I might have expected. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see some changes. I wouldn't be too surprised before he actually comes out.
It's interesting because a lot of the people were saying that the problems that he had were like he has no. Remember how Rose in Street Fighter 4 didn't have a hit confirm at max range, so like a no B&B at max range of a crouching medium punch because the soul charge. The shawl charge wouldn't hit. The thing about it is, I think Ed was I've heard is the same way. So like at max range, crouching medium kick, the up kicks don't hit, the punch doesn't hit. But I think that's kind of interesting. Like I think that makes it so that he wants to be like right next to you at all time and can't play that kind of mid range footsie. Like, hey, I'm Cammy, low forward drill. Okay. You know, like I think that's kind of interesting.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm okay with it so far.
Fair enough.
But I haven't had a chance to play with him. I haven't had a chance to mess with him. I was gone the whole weekend. So
when is he supposed to be officially available?
Whenever the patch comes out, and they don't know because they're still trying to fix a lot of that stuff. So
yeah.
But I saw a few interesting things about the beta. Okay, one, a lot of people saying the load time was a lot faster. You know, like it was more similar to the PC patch. That little thing.
Even on the PlayStation 4 one?
Yeah, you know how there was that load quick thing?
Yeah, sure.
Some people are saying that it felt a little faster.
Okay.
But someone put up this video, and I haven't seen anyone talk about it, but there was like this picture of like showing like Ed, and there was like descriptions on how to use Ed. Like Ed is this kind of character, or blah, blah, blah. You could do this.
Really?
like, I don't know. Like, am I dreaming? Like, did I not see this correctly or something like that? But are they adding that kind of thing for all the characters? Because that would be really cool
Would be nice.
if they were doing that. Yeah. A lot of people are saying that the load felt the same to me, so
Yeah,
I'm not
me
sure
too.
then. I'm not sure. Yeah, some people said it was fast. Oh, they said it's already in the game?
That is in the game?
I don't know. Like,
I don't even know what that is. I
Me
need to
neither.
see that.
oh, okay. I guess maybe they already had advice on how to play the characters, and I just totally didn't know.
It's in demonstrations?
What the hell is demonstrations?
I've never heard of that as an option on Street Fighter 5.
Old Street Fighter 5, you have so many secrets.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's not like there are so many options on the menu, right?
I know.
There's just like a few rectangles up there, but I guess one of them hides demonstrations.
Okay, well, I guess that they were in there the whole time. Whoops.
Would have been a great idea, huh?
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, it's cool that they have that in there.
It is cool.
And okay. Anyways, but I guess none of us have really got to mess with Ed all that much then.
Not that much. Certainly most of my time went to Injustice. I figured that, I would play him more when he's out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, it's like, so I got the handle of him. I was like, okay, these are the moves, fine.
Right.
But I didn't want to spend much time because I just figured, like, he might change. Injustice is definitely out, and, well, actually, it might change also.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of those games that I'm just going to be able to play and not have to worry about any upcoming changes too soon.
Yeah.
So I can play, like, Gear right now. I mean, Injustice is out. I can play that right now. I figured I could wait.
Man.
Same.
I need your help, by the way, Steve, because I played a Leo in our beginner room last week, and he just destroyed me. I need more Leo practice. That character.
Well, let me know if you ever want to play some Rev or something like that. I have the PC version.
That character, I understand why people hate him, even though he's not like top tier. Because if you don't know how to fight him, he just mauls you and you just die.
Oh yeah, he definitely just.
He
beats
looks
you
like
up.
a
He's
mauler,
quite
yeah.
the bully.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a big bully for sure.
Yeah. I mean, look. I mean, that's how you're supposed to pronounce his name, right? Is Leo. He's not Leo, right?
I always, in all honesty, I'm thinking it's always Leo, but unless, like, I only say Leo in terms of, like, female characters are, like, French. So, like Lion from...
Yeah. From Virtua Fighter
Yeah,
is Leon,
Leon,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, but that's why I just say it's Leo.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, I've always said Leo as well, but I
All
don't
right,
know.
I'll say Leo from now on then. Okay. That's true. How does the game say it? I have to listen to it. The best, honestly, though, is that, you can actually buy system voices so that one of the characters actually does all the narration for the entire game. And by far the best one that I've heard is May, because she cannot pronounce Elfelt's name.
What?
Yeah, so you'll pick your character. She'll be like, "So bad guy," and you pick Elfeld. She's like, "Ever remember?"
Really?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
And then you
That's
go,
so
and then
great.
after you pick him, and go does the versus screen, and goes, and she's like, "So bad guy, ah!" Like, yeah, she gets mad, dude.
That's
it's like the
hilarious.
most amazing thing, dude. It's so great, dude.
So sick.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so smart.
It's so good. I love it. I saw a video for that. I couldn't stop watching it. Like, I
Yeah,
watched
that's
it like
great.
90 times, dude.
I
It's
gotta
so
see that.
amazing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But,
That's actually pretty cool.
Oh, apparently there's a link there.
oh yeah, someone put up a link for that, though. Roscoe Britt put up the link there, so that's funny. But yeah, I'm excited for Ed. I think he looks cool. I want to see what he's doing it, so I want to see what he can do, so... but I guess I don't really have much else to say about that character. Actually, we could probably listen to this.
I would like to.
Okay, so,
Oh, what happened?
that's May.
Oh, I can't hear it at all.
Oh, you gotta shut up.
Okay.
All right.
She can't pronounce it. It's so funny, dude.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like if you pick, like, oh, it's like slow. It's like stuck now. Stupid thing. I hate that. Twitter does that.
Yeah, Twitter is not well built.
Yeah. Any case, oh, here it comes again. It just makes me laugh. I think that's amazing, dude. Any case, okay. Do you want to move on to the next stuff then?
Sure.
All right, let's talk about Battle Arena Melbourne, which was the premier event that took place this last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Let me grab the results here. All right, so Battle Arena Melbourne, premier event for Street Fighter V. There were a lot of other games over there, but it was Battle Arena Melbourne 9, so it's been a series that has been going on for a while. And as usual, because it's in Australia, same time zone as Japan, a lot of Japanese players go. A lot of Japanese players go. A lot of Asia players went. And so I will do top 16.
There were lots of good ones.
There's a lot of good players there. So, for example, I still love the fact that every time Jawa enters a tournament, a team tournament, his team is called Jawa is Everywhere. Like,
really?
Yeah, that's been 2 tournaments in a row now that his team has been called Jawa is Everywhere because he really has been. But 13th place was Panda Jawa, Rise Marn, Yubiken Daikoku, the Japanese birdie player,
Right.
and Goichi with Ibuki.
Always up there.
9th place was Razor Infiltration with Karin, so he's actually starting to get back in there, you know. None of this drowning in pools thing that had happened before.
None of this swimming around with jury. Pick good stuff.
9th place was also GGP Kazunoko. 9th place is Zowie Gamerby, as well as Cyclops Dogra.
And then before we get into the top 8, just look at a couple of those names in the 17th spot. Umehara Daigo!
Yeah, K-Brad.
And K-Brad. Human Bomb!
Jeez, okay.
There were some good players at this event.
Even in 25th. Yeah, even in 25th, you can see Sako down there.
Yeah,
and,
Sonic, Samyak, Sako.
Yeah.
That's a good lineup.
And now
But you know, Marn actually beat Daigo.
Lose to Nash?
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, technically, everybody lost to
That's
Nash.
true, but Bonchan beat him.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, Marn is the one who eliminated Daigo.
Yeah. So, dude, Shockwave is dying on this page. Well, any case, I know what the whole thing is anyway. Oh, well, no, there we go. Okay, so 7th place was Mago, also with Karin, and Yukadon with Ibuki.
Who also lost to Bonchan Nash.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
5th place was Zowie Oil King from Taiwan with Rashid, who did confirm to me that his nickname did come from the fact that he plays Rashid. Because everyone just called him... Rashid is just called Oil King as a nickname, and so he became... So he just became Oil King.
Alrighty.
And 5th place was also Razor Sien with Ibuki. 4th place was Echo Fox Tokido with Akuma. 3rd place, Graft Fudo with Armika. 2nd place, Verloren with Cammy. Best Cammy on the planet, in my opinion.
Seems like it.
And 1st place, Red Bull's Bonchan with Nash.
Man, he played like... It was ridiculous. He played so well. Jesus Christ.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
He made so many right decisions. He mixes up so well between being very cautious and like not doing anything crazy, and then he'll poke out of strings and he'll wake up super.
Meaty tragedy assaults, the blow, jump back, throw OS, and stuff like that.
I mean, he plays the game so well. He understands the game super well.
Someone's asking who the lady holding up Verloren's cord was. That was Sua, the Korean jury player. Yeah. She was on the team tournament along with she was on Infiltration's team.
And what I heard on Twitter was that the cord, it was just at an annoying angle where it didn't like settle anywhere.
Yeah, it
easily.
like fell on the joystick or something like that, so she was holding it off to the side. So
but yeah, Bonchan is amazing. He won 2 tournaments in a row because he just won. What happened in Europe?
It was the Coliseum, right?
Coliseum.
Yeah, the Coliseum.
So, and then he won this one. These are back-to-back weekends, and this one was a premiere.
Yep, and boy, did he look happy when he won. Holy crap. He was super, but, I mean, it's so funny because, like, the results so far of all the tournaments that we've been seeing is really flying in the face of just, like, everything that everyone's been saying about tiers and balance in the game. However, I still don't necessarily think tournament results are a good indication of tiers because it's never reflected the tiers. That's like never been the case. Like in any fighting game, I don't know why. Right? It's just always been kind of that way, except for Mortal Kombat X. I feel like
you might be right.
Yeah, but yeah. Congratulations to Bonchan. He played super well, and I'm of course going to take a little time to shout out to Verloren. I still remember at final round, I was like, I think he's like the best Cammy right now. I had him kind of pick as one of my surprise winners there, and here he is right now in second place. And there was one drop punish. He was one drop punish away from resetting the bracket.
That's right.
Like Bonchan accidentally did a point blank tragedy assault, and Verloren just whiffed the punish. Like too slow block, it would have killed. And then there it was, and Bonchan took that
for sure. Fudo is still great, obviously. Tokido, cool to see Akuma working out. Well, King, yada yada. Marn did well. I'm sorry. Yeah, Thinking Man's Marn, but no, I saw Mago and thought Marn, but no, I was happy for Mago because I haven't seen him travel like that in a little while, so nice to see.
Yeah, and then there was that terrible Fudo drop too, where he did the strong fierce into super, but it came out as EX command grab.
That happens. That used to happen to me a lot when I rushed the trying to do the input.
Yeah, sucks, dude.
Yeah.
But and top 8s have been pretty consistent.
For sure. It's not an inconsistent game, especially when it comes to games that are a year and some old.
Yeah, I mean, the names that are in that top 8 have Bonchan was already in a top 8, Verloren was already in a top 8, Fudo has been in like 90 top 8. I think he's been in every top 8 that he's competed in, pretty much.
I think that's true, actually.
Tokido's been in so many top 8s.
I think for Cien it's the same way, actually.
Yeah, Cien has been in all his top 8s. Oil King has been in top 8s. Mago has been in several top 8s. Yukadon has been in a couple of top 8s.
It's not some wild game, I don't know.
Yeah, it's been super consistent. It has been super consistent. And again, like if we look at the top 16, though, you will notice that the only character of the Terror 3, which of course are Yuri and Balrog and Laura, only Dogura's in there with Urien. It's the only one in 9th place. But like those other characters never show up anywhere. It's really strange. But again, I don't think that's an indication of those characters because like no one in Asia plays Balrog. And it was interesting. Someone tweeted out, who was it? Someone tweeted out that Japan hates using characters that don't have wake-up moves. Like at least even an EX wake-up move.
Really? Because the top 2 Japanese placers there are Fudo and Bonchan.
Maybe that's maybe they're the exception, right? Maybe they're the exception.
Maybe, but they're doing well.
Well, Nash doesn't have any actual good wake-up moves anyway.
Right, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
But Ibuki definitely is being represented. There are 4 Ibukis in the top 16. So that character is definitely strong.
She's a good one. Yeah. Iwate is good with the boxer.
Oh, yeah. I forgot who it was.
It doesn't really travel like that, so...
Okay. Yeah, but it's...
Anyway, very cool for Bonchan. It was a good one to watch. Tons of great players premiere in the eastern half of the world, so more accessible for people from East Asia. Very cool.
What the hell was that, Steve? Did you just blow your nose?
That was my chair.
Oh, I thought you blew your nose. Like, I totally thought that was
my chair.
All right.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about ELEAGUE's results.
ELEAGUE
Group
Oh my
D.
God, ELEAGUE.
ELEAGUE. What do you think about that?
I mean, in all honesty, I can't say I saw a lot of that stuff coming.
Yeah,
however, I did notice people playing a little differently. Like right off the bat, I was like, oh, this person's playing different. And just looking at the results from other tournaments, how people were playing, like, it's still a surprise.
Yeah, man. I guess before we talk about it more, we should go through the results there.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, so the 2 people who had qualified already were... who were the people? It was Phenom and Xiaohai, right? They were the ones that...
Yeah, Phenom and Xiaohai are the ones who made it out.
Right. Well, they made it out, but weren't they the ones that also started?
Yeah, they were.
They also started in the later rounds, right? So it started with Fudo versus Ryan. Fudo. Luffy versus Ryan Hart. It's a character. They both use the same character.
Mika.
Yeah. But it was a Europe battle right there. Luffy,
Right.
Ryan Hart. So Luffy beat Ryan Hart. And then Chris Tatarian beat Shao Hai after going down 0-2. Then he came back.
Yeah, that match was ridiculous. That was crazy.
Yeah. And then Chris T went on to beat Luffy as well. So he jumped off ahead to go fight against Phenom on the winner side of the bracket. Meanwhile, on the loser side of the bracket, Shao Hai and Ryan Hart played each other. Shao Hai won that. Then Shao Hai had to play Luffy, and so Shao Hai eliminated another Europe player.
Oh, right, yeah, we incorrectly said that it was Phenom and Shao Hai who had already qualified in the next round, but in fact it was Knuckle Dew.
Yeah, you're right. It was Phenom and Knuckle Dew. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, chat. Thank you.
Fair enough.
Because then Shao Hai moved on to play Knuckle Dew.
Right.
And Shao Hai finally beat Knuckle Dew.
Yeah.
And
not once, but twice.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And not only did he do that, but he even teabagged.
He got in a lot of downs.
And not only did he teabag him, but he was it was either him or whoever runs his Twitter was really happy about it.
Waiting.
Because they tweeted like 9.
Now. Black is white, up is down, man.
Yeah.
That dude spoke English, and I've seen him a billion times places, and he has never said anything in English.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was just my mind was just blown. I wasn't even ready.
I mean, I keep hearing stories from people that like Daigo is great English. He just chooses not to speak it because that way he can kind of spy on people a little more and stuff like that. So, so I mean, it really was the group of T's, right? Chris T and then teabagging, right? So Chris T did really well, but he did end up losing to Phenom, so he had to fight against Knuckle Dew. And Knuckle Dew did eliminate Chris T. So Chris T had a great run. And he was actually one of the players I didn't even pick to make it into this round.
I'm with you.
So
on top of that, he could have won that first match where he had played versus Knuckle Dew. He could have won that match.
Right.
Man.
I mean, it was awesome for him, even though he lost. Some of those matches that he played were like some of the best that I've ever seen him play.
Yeah, and it was cool because before he started the matches, he actually said he felt confident. And I think that's one of his biggest weaknesses because he spends all of his time going, Ken sucks, Ken sucks. These other characters are cheap. And if he can go in there thinking to himself, you know what, I can win with Ken, like Bonchan can win with Nash, right? Like, then I feel like that's so much better for him. And I feel like that's kind of indicative of how well he played here, especially after going down 0-2.
Yeah.
And then winning all the way against Shao Hai.
That was remarkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was looking at that, watching him play, you could tell when like Chris is on. Like looking at him play, like when he's not playing well, as opposed to when he is playing well, you can see it in his face. It's so crazy.
Sure.
That's true. Momochi did just win with Ken as well.
In fact, that was relevant for him.
Yeah.
Because I saw Chris at Texas Showdown. And he mentioned, man, the fact that Momochi won a tournament with only Ken was like, wow, maybe I should do this. Maybe I can make this happen.
There you go. Okay.
You know, but he second guesses himself a lot, and he's constantly worrying. Like, man, I should be doing better. I'm not doing better. Why am I not doing better? Which makes him not do better. Yeah. Right? It's like this circle. So it was really nice to see.
Yeah, for sure. But of course, then Knuckle Dew went on to fight against Shao Hai. And Shao Hai beat Knuckle Dew again. So out of this Group D is Phenom on winner's side and Shao Hai on loser's side. So,
look, those are great players, and that is a very well-deserving final too. But the fact that Knuckle Dew isn't in it is a surprise.
He was pretty sad too, because remember, I saw him the next day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we actually talked with him a little bit. He was actually a little sad that he didn't make it, but you know. He was right there. He was third place, dude, and the talent pool is ridiculous in Street Fighter, and that's always going to be the thing. In fact, GTO Akira asked in the chat, he was like, "Why do you think Fudo hasn't won anything yet?" And my answer just honestly is just there's too many good players out there, and the fact that
a lot of good players, and it was like a bunch of good. As a lot of people are like complaining about it, but like there's still a lot of killers in the game. Like people complain about the game, they might not like what's happening in it right now, how their character is like represented, but the level of play that's being displayed right now is ridiculous. Like it's ridiculous, and it kind of like it goes to show just how consistent the game is. That even though it's not like the same one or two you got like the same like 5 or 6 people kind of sprinkled throughout that top 10.
And the fact that Fudo has gotten second place, third place,
right?
I mean, that basically means you've won a premiere. I mean, come on, like
it's very difficult to win everything. Obviously, it's very difficult to win any one. So if somebody's getting top 3 or top 2 consistently, you know they're one of the best in the world.
So I mean, like, okay, he hasn't won a premiere, but
he's doing fine.
Yeah. But someone in the chat pointed this out. I think it was GTO Akira again, our man in the chat. So here's the top 8 for ELEAGUE, right? We've got PG Punk with Karin. We've got Graf Fudo with Mika. BX3 Phenom with Nakali. Echo Fox Momochi with Ken Orabuki. Daigo Umahara with Guile. There's the name missing from this list here. Wolf Crone with Laura. Xiaohai with Cammy. Who's the last person missing on this thing? They've only listed 7 here. In any case, the top 8 all have 8 different characters. And
that's cool. That is so dope.
Yeah.
Oh, PR Balrog.
PR Balrog. There it is. Okay, so yeah, we've got a Balrog in there then. So we have all different characters.
Very cool.
Even with Momochi playing Ken Orabuki, that's 9 characters.
Right.
So there you go, right there. So
that's some nice character diversity right there.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Very, very nice.
Again, everyone who complains about the balance in Street Fighter V, I mean, like,
just that's not real.
Look, here's the thing, right? Urien, Laura, Balrog, who I said are like the Terror 3, right? And then you could probably add Ibuki into that list right now. But, like, honestly, those 4 are the scrub killers. So, like, at that level, at the high level, they are super good. They are, like, the best characters ever. But at the top, highest level, that's where they become more evenly.
I mean, they are good characters even
but exactly.
Yeah, they're not so wild. I still continue to not think any of those characters is the best. I mean, that's
Verloren. It's funny because what Momochi is doing for Chris T with Ken, that's what Verloren is doing for me and Cammy right now.
For sure. So, look, the game is not imbalanced. Nash just won a major. I understand it's Bonchan and he's fantastic, but if the character was bad, he's not going to win a major with it. I'm sorry, that's how it works. If a character's terrible, he doesn't win a major.
Psycho be that bad if somebody just won a major.
Yeah, exactly right.
Fudo and Tokido and like all these Daigo, all these people are there, and like nobody can stop bad character and Nash. Come on now.
It's a pretty consistent game, especially for a relatively new one, and it's a pretty well balanced game.
Yeah. And I do think Urien is still godlike. I still think he's top 5.
Probably,
and reason why he hasn't been making top 8s, it's like, name me the Uriens. Like, Dogura is the only one who travels and plays at, like, any of these events. Like, nobody else does, right? L.I. Joe hasn't been traveling to any events recently, right? Nemo hasn't come to the United States in a really long time. And outside of that, who's playing Urien right now, right? There's actually a weird shortage of Uriens out there.
That happens sometimes, As you said, tiers are rarely reflected in what people actually are playing.
And like I said, the only character that I think is terrible and that we'll never see do well is Ryu. I just have no faith in Ryu. Oh, Flash, of course, Flash uses him.
That dude has left Urien for Vega.
That's right, That's right. So, in any case...
Anyway, that was a good one. And then... what else you got on the docket here?
Another event that took place this weekend was the Danger Room.
Yes.
Danger Room.
Oh, yeah.
Which was super cool. Let me see if I can pull up the results. I just know Chris G won everything.
Yeah.
Chris G basically won everything. Here we go. Let's see. I wonder if it's on the Smash.gg. The results are there.
Probably.
Because they just basically had like a crap ton of events over there. Danger Room. What is this? Is not. Come on, webpage. You can load.
Click on events up there.
What's that?
Events.
Oh, events. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so third place went to Dual Kevin in that tournament. Well, actually, I could probably just bring up the whole thing, right? Yeah. Because there's only 8 entrants in there, so let's just do this here. So basically, the person with the best so there was multiple tournaments. There was a round robin, which Chris G did not win.
Yes.
That was like the one thing he did not win. And he OS'd it. He said he didn't care about the round robin, but you know that's the OS there. But Chris G went only 3-4 in that. Ray Ray went 5-2. Angelic went 3-4. Dual Kevin went 6-1. So he was actually tied with Joey D for the top place, but I believe Dual Kevin had a better overall game record or round record.
Yeah, he was 34-20, whereas Joey D was 32-15.
Technically, that makes Joey D better percentage-wise.
Yeah, I guess it does. 68.09% rather than 62.96%. Thanks for the stats, Smash.gg. Yeah, that's...
Where did you even see that?
What do you mean? It's
It's down there. Oh, gee. Okay, yeah, okay.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just said I calculated it in my head.
Dude, I would have been like, that was amazing.
30 days was going to take that. Yeah. That's not cool.
But Static Alpha was 1-6. TA Wolf was 0-7. And Not Enough Damage was 4-3. So that was for the round robin there.
Shoutouts to the Midwest.
Yeah.
Joey D, Dual Kevin.
However, in the singles bracket, Chris G won that one. And Chris G popped off. He said it was free.
Did he say it was free?
Oh, yeah. He went on the mic. He was like, that was free, whatever, blah, blah, and all this other stuff.
What a jerk.
He was like, I'm the best. I'm the greatest.
Well, maybe.
Second place was Joey D. Third place was Dual Kevin. Fourth place was Not Enough Damage. Tied for fifth was Angelic and Static Alpha. Tied for seventh was Tia Wolf, and shockingly, Ray Ray went 0-2.
Yeah, well, look, Ray.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, man. Ray Ray didn't have the best day for whatever reason, but I was happy for Joey D. Okay, for how well he did, because I know it's been tough for him to get like the respect, and it sounds like maybe he doesn't have it even now, but but yeah, he's super good, and Dual Kevin. I mean, again, Chris G won it, but again, those Midwestern players are the guys who got into the losers finals there. Joey D versus Dual Kevin. I love watching Kevin's team. Okay, that I was definitely rooting for him.
He's a Deadpool.
He
right?
is.
Yeah.
He is super lame, dude.
Yep.
He will just hold
Zoning.
the back. It's zoning a lot, but it's also just like running away. He just like escapes with Deadpool at it. Just woo.
Yeah.
You know, it's super cool.
It looks so cool when it's happening. Like zoning in Marvel 3 just looks really good.
And you know what?
Totally,
and it's funny too, because Deadpool would be the character that would run away from you and troll you the whole time.
Totally,
you know?
totally.
It's like,
his Hawkeye's sick. I just really like watching him play.
Yeah.
But he has such a different style than Joey D, who's definitely about I'm going forward,
right? Yeah,
doing it. So it was cool to watch them match up. And same with Joey versus Chris, although obviously that worked out in Chris's favor. Anyway, I really enjoyed watching it. I wish that Angelic had done better. He was the one hosting it, and even though he ended up getting fifth in the singles here, that dude beat Ray Ray. It says 3-2, but I would say it was like 5-1. Okay, because it was like he lost some of those games in like you probably shouldn't have lost.
Oh, okay. So
situations.
I didn't get a chance to watch any of these matches, which made me sad.
Like
so
Ray Ray made the sickest Sentinel comebacks. You know what I mean? It was that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then it was similar against Dual Kevin, where it says 3-1, but Angelic won the first couple of games like in spirit, and then dropped some combo, and it was just kept happening to him. So
it's just one of those off days.
It happens, you know.
But like I know that there was also a random select tournament which Chris G won. There was a Bomberman tournament which Chris G won. And then I think there was also the Mario Maker thing, which apparently proved that they were all free. Because Yipes, he likes to make Super Mario Maker levels and stuff like that. So, but I don't know what the rules were, but I heard they all played and they all got bodied by that.
That's awesome.
So yeah. But it sounds like, talk about what a cool event. I mean, it was all community driven, run. Like, I know some people had some qualms about the way players were voted in and stuff like that. But, regardless, I think it's just a great example of what a community, when they work with each other like that, the kind of power that they have. So, yeah. True. So I'm totally excited about that. Great job to those guys.
For sure.
Also, this weekend, someone sent me this information here. So a lot of people like to send me DMs on Twitter because they like to
slide through your DMs. It's cool.
Yeah, they like to slide through my DMs. Exactly. Let me see.
You gotta let them in. You gotta let them hang out.
Oh, that's right. So Fugu Tabetai told me that the Tokyo Offline Party happened again this last weekend, which is the Shinobiism team tournament that Choco and Momochi put on to get people to play offline, right? And he wrote a whole thing on it, and basically there was like 8 pools or so. There was a bunch of pools of teams. Like, for example, Block A was won by the team called Taito Station Stars, which were Nemo with Urien, Inko with Birdie, and Nishkin with Nakali. Block B was won by Power of Darkside, which had Kyoso with Laura, Mizuha with Chun-Li, and MOV with Chun-Li.
Okay.
Block C was won by Trash Bonbi Style with Trashbox, Birdie, Bonbi, Colleen, and Shiki with Ibuki. Block D was won by Mimorin's Bodyguards with Gaffro using Boxer, Michie with Laura, and Oremo with Ibuki. Block E was won by the Youngins with Nauman Ken, John Takauchi Rashid, and Haitani Nakali. What's Haitani doing on the Youngins team?
Is he chaperoning?
I guess. No.
Man, he's the dad. He's driving the hatchback. That's him.
Well, apparently Nauman, who was the Ken on the team, was joking on Twitter that Haitani said he would totally join the young kids team, and he did.
That's funny.
Okay. Block F was Gun Maruguchi Revenge with Gunfight Alex, Marco Karin, and UGP Mizuguchi with Urien.
Okay.
Group G was won by Pon Poime, totally butchering that, with Ponzaman, Rashid, Opoi with Ibuki, and Harumi with Ibuki.
Okay.
Group Block H was won by Melty Blood Army, with Menma, Akuma, Garu Boxer, and Surume Nakali. Block I was won by Detective N Suppressors. And even the guy who wrote it put the question mark. If Fugu put a question mark in there, he's like, I have no idea. But that was Tachikawa with Ibuki, Fumiya with Boxer, and Kobatake with Claw. Block J, dude, there's so many blocks.
I was just about to ask how many blocks we're going deeper into.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do this faster. Okay, so Block J was Super Big Brothers with PSK Kami, Kichipamu Zangief, and Machi Kami. Block K was won by The Players Have Been Deleted, with Siogepi Ibuki, Tyler Zangief, Delete Monster Karen. Let's see. Block L was won by LP Fraud with Rintaro Chun-Li, Takarum Karin, and Sasajima Rashid. Block M was won by Blue League PR Department with Dio, Laura, Agomi Birdie, and AZMX Urien. Block N was won by these characters were balanced by kindergartners.
What?
With Kindevu Urien, Vanao Boxer, and Ando Urien.
Vanao plays this game?
I guess that's him, but it says Vanauo.
Oh,
I don't know if it's the same one.
It's probably the same dude.
Block O was won by Ponchichis with Ponchis, Claw, Bauer, Colleen, and Rinta Akuma. And Block P was won by Wonder Project J with Duke, Urien, Major Boy Colleen, and Tai Tai Dictator.
Well, definitely the biggest news of that was that Vanao plays Street Fighter V.
But the interesting thing about it is the whole entire tournament was won, indeed, by that Block P group. Wonder Project J with Duke, Urien, Major Boy with Colleen, and Tai Tai with Dictator.
Not the
team. Not the team that we would have expected. So.
What would we have? Oh, I don't know. I heard a lot of Boxer and Laura.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard a lot of Ibuki and other stuff too, but I heard a lot of those characters as well.
Yeah. So there you go. Good variety there. So, but shout outs once again to Fugo Tibetai for sending that information to me and just having this whole entire write up. It was basically Tokyo Offline Party 5. So he wrote all about that. So it was sponsored by not only Shinobiism, but also the Button Mashers group over there.
Did you say that Major Boy played Colleen or Ibuki?
Major Boy played Colleen.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. I mean, he was a really, really strong Ibuki player, but I guess he likes Colleen.
Yeah.
Cool. Interesting.
Sorry, that did take a long time. So
What do you mean?
apparently, Cool Guy AJ apparently was there too.
Oh,
He even
sick.
played in a team over there. So.
Oh yeah.
And then the last thing I guess I can talk about from this last weekend was the Kotaku Beta Pro event that I went to.
Yeah, how was that?
That was actually really cool. A lot of people there were like, this is really cool because they got to play against these players, and it really just shows you just how good these guys are. Because you could tell they were like sleepwalking through the majority of their matches. Justin never played the same character twice, except at the very end when he had to fight against Chris Hugh, and so he picked Karen again. But outside of that, he used every character. Like, he just went through like 15 different characters and stuff, and he was able to win. Smug only used Boxer, and he never lost. Justin never lost. They beat everyone. And NuckleDoo played, and he actually did lose a match. He lost a match to this player. He seems pretty good. He's a Guile player named Diminion.
What a scurb.
But, dude, that match was sick. It was Guile, and I tweeted out, like, after watching it, I was like, I hate mirror matches, but Guile might be one of my favorite matches in Street Fighter V. Because it's just like fireworks, dude. They're just sonic booms going off everywhere and everything like that. So... But basically, all the people just registered for that. They were there. They put everyone's name in a jar because there's too many people. And then they would draw your names out ahead of time so you could go to the dojo room where Arturo Sanchez was trying to teach people how to play Street Fighter.
Interesting.
You know, and then the last one, for the not last block with NuckleDoo, they even put free pizza and free, like, alcohol for people that you could just, like, get like drinks and stuff like that.
Rad.
It was actually really cool.
Oh, that's dope.
All right, man.
Yeah, it was actually. I was pleasantly surprised. I got to meet a lot. I got to meet Steven Totillo and everything like that over there. And in fact, Steven Totillo brought a Nintendo Switch with him that had Ultra Street Fighter 2 on it.
Oh,
and,
did he?
Two of the writers there, Ian Walker and Matty Myers, like got a bunch of people to play. So I actually got to play it a little bit.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I didn't get to play it enough, to be honest. I seriously was like, dude, I want to test every character and see if there's any balance changes. And they're like, we don't have time for this, James. So it was just a bunch of people playing on the little Joy-Con. So it was really hard to play because the shoulder buttons are hard to press.
Right.
And they wouldn't let me button config, so I was like totally messed up. But I was surprised at how well I could play on the Joy-Cons. I was actually surprised. And the Joy-Cons do come with wrist straps that make the shoulder buttons bigger. So if I actually had those, I could probably click the shoulder buttons a lot better. The only thing I'll say is right now is just from like the 2 seconds, the one match that I played with him, Violent Ken is broken as fuck right now, dude.
How could he not be? It's so clearly absurd in that game.
Low roundhouse teleport is like, boom, he's like behind you. And it was the most ridiculous
It looks crazy, man.
thing, dude. It was so
When is
ridiculous.
it supposed to come out again?
End of May. So it's coming out soon.
Then.
It's coming out soon, yeah. But there was a lot of like little interesting modes and stuff like in there. Like they have the color mode and all the. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like it was kind of cool to play it again. I don't know. It was just like it's Super Turbo, right? How could I not be excited about that? So, but I'm curious because they did say stuff like I didn't get a chance to test this, but when Justin first played it, he said like Honda's stored super was gone. You know, and then obviously they put the throw text in there.
Right.
So if they didn't change anything else, the game is probably going to be wildly imbalanced because Ken is going to drop in tiers drastically. Blanc is going to suck now. Dhalsim won't be able to beat Vega anymore. You know, things like that.
Even like Chun-Li would be worse if she doesn't have stored super. And
And
if she's not doing 25% damage grabs.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That character without those two things would, be good, but not. As she is.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Did any ST players enjoy the balance of super? Of ST Super? What's ST Super? I don't even know.
Was that the one that... No, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Clack, you'll have to clarify, please. So, but it was cool. I mean, it's neat because I can literally bring the Switch and we can all just sit there and play on little Joy-Cons.
Yeah, that is nice.
And play at an airport or play on an airplane or do whatever. Nice. So, yeah. I mean, heck, even on the plane back from Texas Showdown, I was playing Kyobi on Puyo Puyo all day.
Right.
You know, Puyo Puyo Tetris we were playing all day. I don't know.
It is cool, man.
Dude, I've been using that thing on all my plane flights, the Switch right now, and like I've been like playing Mario Kart. I'll tell you this. So when I flew out to New York, playing Mario Kart on a plane with turbulence is kind of weird.
Oh.
Especially because Mario Kart has inversions, like tracks where you go upside down or like sideways. Like I would feel the sideways, and the plane would like move in a weird way, and it was kind of weird, but you know, it was fine. It was fun though. Yeah, but it's cool. It's
all
cool,
right.
so.
All right. Well.
But that, yeah, the event was really cool, and a lot of people saying they had fun. They have an office in Kotaku, but like I was even starting to talk with the Kotaku people about turning it into like a traveling road show. Like, can you imagine if they went to like, here's this area where people don't get to play against a lot of top players, but cool, it's tough because New York obviously has the people. They would get enough people in there, and it would probably it would be proper to do it if they went to BFE, you know, like then they probably wouldn't actually be able to get that many people there, right?
For sure.
It'd still be cool, so.
Well, any other events to discuss?
That's all I can think of right now.
Cool, man. You got anything, Steve?
No, sir.
Alrighty.
So, do you want to take a break? When we come back, we can just go through the rest of the event.
Absolutely.
So, what about you, Steve? Do you have time, or do you need to take off?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna eat dinner. Because I don't want to, fall asleep. But yeah, I'm probably take off now because I'll eat dinner. I'll just catch up with you guys another time.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Have fun
Later,
at
man.
ELEAGUE, and we will just, like I said, we're just gonna go over these little things over here. So.
Yeah, I think after next week we'll be back a lot more consistently. So even still, people won't be dead tired or whatever the case may be.
Right. Dude, that's really
all right, guys.
Later.
Peace.
Honk honk.
Dude, it's so funny. I was looking through some of the comments on the YouTube videos that you put up for Injustice, right? And I was just reading the comments, and I read one of the comments, and they're like, I wrote this as this or whatever, blah, 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 honk, honk. And I was like, that really looks like something David would say. And then it was you. And I was like,
yeah, it was. For some reason I called back 1, 2, 1 plus 3, back 2, 1 plus 3. It's not that big a deal. But I don't know why I didn't fix that.
Any case, let's go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll just go through a few little things left. Wow, you're doing the Steve finger guns, dude.